Hello, everybody. Captain Marty here again today. It's Thursday already, June the 12th. Lots to talk about in the fishing report today. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be back and I'll give you an update on what the main things that are happening down at the Big Rock tournament in Morehead City. So stay right here.
I'm sitting here with Captain Andy Ennis of Old North State Charters. And Andy, it seems as if you catch fish or you crash your boat trying to catch fish.
Well, Justin, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. When I get on my boat in the morning, it reeks of excellence. No one can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big old hairy American fishing machine. If you ain't first, you're last. Check out what I do online at oldnorthstatefishing.com. If you want to catch some fish, let's go.
What could possibly be more fun than watching a bottlenose dolphin swim and play in the water right beside you? Hop aboard Harbor Star Dolphin Tours at Wanchese Marina and witness this remarkable animal up close. The Harbor Star is a spacious 50-foot vessel with a wide, shady canopy that runs 2-hour trips multiple times a day, including a breathtaking sunset cruise. To book your tour, go online to wanchesemarina.com and click Harbor Star Dolphin Tours. See the majestic bottlenose dolphin up close with Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
All right, so we'll start out by saying that there's no change on the major part of the leaderboard. The heaviest blue marlin still on the game time. And then the second would be the release, and the builder's choice would be in third place. So that's all good. Rom on the release, my old buddy Rom down there in Hatteras, has already won $1.7+ million by catching the first blue marlin over 500 pounds. Now, if he were to hang on to second place in the heaviest blue marlin category, which is tournament long prize, that's more money. So that's where they're at. Game time, release, builder's choice. Then on the release category, no changes there either. The speculator still holding first place in that category, then the sand bob and the game time. So that's happening there. On the meat categories, no changes, except, like I told you yesterday, the 28.8 pound wahoo, I didn't feel like that would hold up. The biggest tuna and biggest dolphin are holding up, but the Bobo Joe, I think I said that right, came in with a 61.5 pound wahoo, so that puts them in the meat money. So that's great. But that's what's happening at the Big Rock. You can go to www.thebigrock.com and you can click on all categories, all award categories, and you can see there's page after page of youth, lady, meat, marlin, release, outboard, all those categories. So go check it out. As far as our regular fleet, Hatteras still catching blackfin tuna and Baylor dolphin, still doing some bottom fishing, catching beeliners and sea bass, occasionally a grouper, an amberjack, or tile fish. The Oregon Inlet fleet, they had a really decent day today. I saw Barry Sawyer's catch was a limit of 45 to 55 pound yellowfin tuna. That's like 18. You can do the math. It's a lot of tuna. So good for him. I don't think that was for everybody, but Barry had a good day with it. And then also there's a lot of mahi and a few blue marlin being tangled with in our fleet as well. Inshore fishing, Spanish mackerel, bonita mackerel, down to Hatteras, sheephead, around the Bonner Bridge, the old Bonner Bridge Pier. That's been a pretty good spot. And our inshore boats are catching a little bit of everything. A few ribbon fish, Spanish mackerel. The one thing I haven't heard anything about from Hatteras or Oregon Inlet, doesn't mean they're not catching them, but I could not find any evidence of any cobia. So I think that's slowed down a little bit. Our pier fishing is the same from north to south. 4 species primarily: bluefish, Spanish mackerel, sea mullet. Well, let's back that up a little bit. Bluefish, Spanish mackerel, sea mullet, and a few pompano. There's some variety there in the surf. It's mostly some really big sea mullet, especially on Hatteras Island, and bluefish. Now, the Spanish, they come and go up and down the beach. You'll need to be prepared to throw a lure, then they're not going to eat cut bait as a rule. So you need a gotcha plug or a sting silver or something of that nature that you can cast. They like a flashy metal bait. But that's what's happening in the ocean. I'm going to take a break here, have a sip of water, and then I'll be back to tell you what's happening in the Sound.
Ready to enjoy the Outer Banks the way it was meant to be enjoyed? Then you're ready to take the whole family to Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head. Start with a walk on the 1,000-foot-long pier to watch the sunrise or a reel in the catch of the day. Some of the best fishing on the East Coast is right here at Jeanette's Pier. Plus, Jeanette's Pier plays host to various events throughout the year, including professional surfing events. For the best day you'll have on the Outer Banks, go to Jeanette'sPier.net or give us a call at 252-255-1501. Jeanette's Pier, milepost 16.5, Nags Head.
All right, so nothing new to report back in the sound, or sounds would be a better way of saying that. Speckled trout bite is very good, has been good for the last couple of weeks. And the fish we're not seeing any of the real big ones, but we are seeing some 3-pounders, occasionally a 4-pounder. So speckled trout bite is on. We've been talking about this every day. Nothing's really changed. And then you might stumble across a puppy drum or a bluefish, especially while you're jigging a rig on the bottom or using your popping cork, which is a popular choice. And if you want to stop and try something a little different and you got some structure, we've been talking every day about the sheephead fishing. Sheephead seems to me the numbers are really increasing. Fun fish to catch, great to eat. And, that might be something to consider as well. So the sound, and not just the Pamlico Sound or any sound, but the estuaries too, is something you want to keep in mind. But the Croatan, the Roanoke Sound, even the Albemarle Sound, they're all catching speckled trout. So that's going to be my recommendation from today's fishing report. Don't have a boat, can't afford a guide, don't worry about it. Go wade fishing and find you a piece of beach on the backside of Hatteras Island or maybe around Roanoke Island. Get your tackle shop to rig you up, especially with the popping cork, and go take charge. Do it yourself. You're not going to catch them in the motel room. Something always good to remember, and that's my report for you on this Thursday.